Chad has a question. He has two layers and he wants to keep them locked together and use the pan and zoom so he can pan zoom feature. So I'm not exactly sure what these two items would be, but let me try to figure something out. I know you said you had a top layer with a mask on. Mask is really irrelevant to your question. You basically have two layers, and you say you want to maintain the ratio between the two and be able to pan, that is move around the image, and zoom. So you want to move in and out on it. Okay. You would have to choose one of two methods because while you might have a cropping feature where you can do your pan and zoom here, once you do what I suggest, that feature is not going to be available. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use keyframes. But if you wanted to use the cropping features, what you would have to do is you would simply have to export the two clips, just that one portion, not your whole project, and then you would have to re-import this little clip that you made. And then you could use the pan and zoom feature there. But here's a better way to do it, and that is to just simply select the two, right-click on them, and use the Create Compound Clip. And you can just give it a name here. I'm just going to use the default name because it's not that important. And now everything is combined into one track, and therefore the ratio and the location and everything is available. However, when I click on it, the cropping feature is not available for compound clips, but that's okay because we have the other feature, which is keyframing. Now, they've just recently changed keyframing so you can do planar tracking and motion tracking, and we're not going to use this keyframe here. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go over into the properties panel over here, and we're going to use the transform section. It has both the scaling feature that we can make the image larger and smaller, and it also has the position feature, which allows you to move up and down and around. And that, in effect, is your pan and zoom. So we will add a tracking feature right here, a keyframe. I meant to say keyframe. We will add a keyframe here, and by clicking the header, we are actually keyframing the entire group of items. And all we have to do is place the first keyframe, and that's this little blue diamond here, which is half off. Okay, and now I'm going to time it with where my path, my motion, playing in the background hits this town here where I have the arrow pointed. And at this point, I'm going to now scale in and reposition it so that I'm highlighting this area, which is what I presume that you're trying to do. So I don't even have to click this. As soon as I change something in the panel that already has a keyframe, it will get an automatic keyframe. So the first thing I will do is I will go ahead and zoom in like that, and then I will want to center that. So that's my panning portion, and an X moves me this way, and Y, of course, moves me up and down. So now I have achieved what you asked about. You wanted to maintain the relative position of your masked image to the moving image down below. And so then when we play it back, and the reason we only have two keyframes on the clip is that the computer at this point, or the program at this point, will interpolate the position of these items that we have keyframed over here. So we will go to the beginning, and we have our original scale and our original position, and then we'll go ahead and play. And at this point now, we're zooming in, and as we got to that point, we were zoomed in. Now we could, in fact, then even zoom out at this layer here. And all we have to do is we can just click the reset button, and now we have a new frame. And now we'll have a zoom in, a pan, and a zoom out and pan. So let's play that one back. So as we get here, it's zooming in, and now we're zooming back out. And that creates the effect that you're looking for.